And I respond to, "Are you ready?" Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that. We just get stuck in a loop. That's the entire stream. I just ask you if you're ready. You just keep talking about everything else as if you can't hear me.
What?
You just keep talking about everything else as if I'm not saying anything, but I'm just screaming, "Can you hear me? Are you ready?" Mr. Obama! Of the devil. Why would the devil do this to me? Also, look, I know there's water, which everyone likes its water, but then there's like fucking what? Coca-Cola or whatever, which is like top in terms of drinks you shouldn't that are not healthy. Then you have juice, which is like below that because hey, it comes with a bunch of vitamins and so on, but it's also a bunch of sugar. And then there's and then there's basically bootleg Gatorade. It's called vitamin water. And I really like it because it tastes like water that has a slight tinge of orange in it, and that is very pleasant to me.
What brand of vitamin water is it?
Oshi. That's what it's called.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, I don't know why it's called that, but apparently Iga Swiatek, which I'm definitely pronouncing wrong, is on the cover because she made it. I don't know why, but she's on there. On the devil. Boom. This is a lyrical fiction. Did you know Morgan is not real?
No.
I'm sorry. The gambling is fake. Okay. Well, last time we were called to the principal's office because my robot almost got me expelled, which is definitely what happened. My poor robot. Aww. She's so worried, as she should be, because, like, imagine just existing and the person you've been told that you belong to is treating you as basically unsentient, and now just registered you, and now you're heading to this.
Happens to more children than you'd like.
Damn. I mean, at least this child can fucking flip a tank, so you know. It's not on their side. Let's just say that. Power is not on their side. Shouldn't have assumed I still had the opening Morgan. What? What is this supposed to mean? Was she assuming that she was just gonna register her and just keep going scot-free normally? Oh yeah, it's just my warm android who is way too fucking wacky for all the normal warm androids. Surely nothing weird. Yeah, it's fine. To be fair, I guess she didn't know how extreme it was, but like still. Like I still don't get the logic of being given someone? I guess that's the question. Someone, I'll just say someone. Of being gifted someone. That sounds bad though. Like that's the
Yeah, that does sound bad.
That's the dilemma I'm stuck in. Either I objectify Sarah.
You in custody of someone, I guess.
Someone thing. No, that's no. Because yeah, like either I objectify Sarah, or everything I sounds like we own a slave, which I like neither part.
This is like the central theme of many Android stories, though. So,
I mean, she is a one. She's not a thing. Evidently, the game is telling us she's a thing, but the game is. I mean, to be fair, we still don't know if she's not just an advanced LLM. Like, do we know that?
We don't know shit.
We don't know. I guess that's the new Turing problem. Before, the Turing problem is, if it can convince you, then it's real. Now it's like, how do you discern a sentience from something that mimics sentience perfectly? The answer is we don't. Anyways, this week is gonna be a fucking something. Everyone's out there playing Chapter 5, and apparently it's the bee's knees, which, yeah, no shit, it's Deltarune. But I'm gonna be playing Of the Devil, and then Umineko. Are you sure tomorrow you're streaming Umineko? Gomo, do you know how fucking ridiculous this is? You know what? Actually, I'm gonna fucking make this big. Because what the fuck? Do you know how ridiculous this request is? The fucking guy who's been screaming at me to play Umineko this entire fucking time is now telling me, but Deltarune?
Oh, but Deltarune.
Oh, but Deltarune?
Deltarune is that.
Oh, but Deltarune is so good! It's so good! You know what? No, Boria, you're gonna have to make an argument as to why we shouldn't do Umineko. After arguing so much for it, and then the wheel landing on it, you do not get to just be like, oh, but Deltarune! I mean, I'm up for it, but also that's the funniest shit ever. Gosh. I redirect your elevator now.
Taking control of your elevator is very
Convenient.
forceful.
Convenient.
As if Noble was trying to directly steer your investigation.
What? No. No freaking way. If Noble wanted to shut me down, they wouldn't bother to be. To be fair, that is also that yeah, like Noble can just literally execute us on the spot, and nothing would happen.
Launches your elevator directly out of the building.
Yeah, they could do that. Everyone would look at it, be like, "Oh, that's so cool." They'd be distracted by the virtual avatar of Cyber Jesus or something. I don't know what technology.
I suppose they could simply refuse to cooperate.
Or just let the elevator drop.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, that's that's a less goofy.
We're not on the same page.
Yeah, that's a less goofy solution. My friend streamed the chapter in voice chat as soon as it came out. Our crawl lasted 18 hours and took both normal and weird routes. I went to sleep at 13. Hey, you started Deltarune Chapter 5. What do you think?
I actually didn't like it that much.
I know, Borean, you're gonna have to give me better details here.
I mean, okay, I really enjoyed the mechanics, but like, I don't know, man. They're like
From what I
the
heard,
story this time. It didn't. The setting. It didn't stick with me. I like. There's a new like movement mechanic that's kind of enjoyable.
Oh.
And I like how that changes the gameplay a little bit, but yeah, I wasn't enamored by the characters this time.
I did hear that this chapter is seemingly the last one that's like haha happy cheerful chill. And
I do understand how that would be the case, yes.
Especially because of the metaphor, like there's been a lot of stuff about the final sunset, like, oh, okay, Toby. Oh, you think you're so fucking slick. You think I don't know what a sunset is and what darkness is. Well, I have also heard that there is some weird route bullshit. Which, I'm sure that's dark. I'm sure that's not chill. Like Noel just meets us for the festival and everything's just hunky dory. After chapter 4.
Festival bit I enjoyed a lot though.
Yeah, I mean it's a festival. Of course, you can enjoy it. So Ironically, you're the one ahead of me now in Deltarune. Do you know about the fucking weird route shit in chapter 4? By the way,
Well, I haven't watched someone play a weird route, but I I've read the Spark Note summary, so to speak.
oh, you need to watch it. You need to watch it. It needs to hit because, look, if you read it, yeah, I'm sure it'll fucking hit. But seeing how it's executed, especially the way that the game literally fights you on every single fucking aspect so that you don't reach the point, and then you reach the point, and the only allegory or the only sort of thing, the big thing that it reminds me of, that scene, is something that I don't feel comfortable saying because everyone involved is children.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you mean. Because like, okay, I read the Spark Notes version, but I mean like, I saw clips and stuff. So
Oh, okay. So you didn't saw someone play the entire weird route, but you saw the big.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that chapter 4 with the weird route ends with Noelle saying, "Actually, I want to go to the festival with Chris," which is a very good sign, and totally not catastrophic. So that's yeah. Anyways, maybe I'll spin a wheel tomorrow. Or maybe I'll just decide on the spot. I am the prime dictator. I can do whatever I want. But I would like Borean, you need to use the power of metaphor, okay? Without spoiling the chapter, but without also telling me if you like X, you like this, or I think it's the best fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. You gotta use metaphor. You gotta basically confuse the shit out of me into wanting to play this. That's the approach. Because I already want to play it. But there's no urgency. There is some urgency, because oh my god, what if I get 6 billion viewers? But I don't give a shit about that enough. And I actually, unironically, want to continue Umineko. So. Anyways, what is this?
There are many good bits in this chapter. I will never deny that Toby Fox does a good bit.
Yeah, but there's always bits, aren't there?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh my god, chapter 5 has... I mean, okay, so chapter 1 had the king, which was the most basic thing ever. But, you know, whatever, it's chapter 1. Chapter 2 has the queen, who's the opposite. She could kick King's ass 5 ways from Sunday, and I'd be like, eh. She's awesome. Part 3 has Tenna, who's awesome. Just in general, I don't need to explain. I think everyone knows that he's awesome. Part 4 has the Roaring Knight, which, you know, it's epic. Oh, it's a big part of the story. And then chapter 5 has... I can't even make shit up. I haven't seen any of the foreboding shit or whatever the fuck. The Deltarune fandom is...
Did you watch the trailer?
You know what? I actually have not, on purpose.
Yeah, me too. I didn't watch it.
The only thing I know is that there's a sunset, there's yellow and pink, but that we already knew that, the pink and gold shit from Gerson. So, yeah, Gerson was just predicting the future. Gerson's just fucking that kind of guy. I don't... I'm gonna miss Gerson. That's the thing. I don't think Chapter 5 has Gerson, so it automatically minus 5 points out of 10. I'm sorry, you can't give me Gerson and then take Gerson away. It's Gerson. I got tired of screaming all the time when going through it. Executive's Office, Jung. Oh my god, is that a reference to like the Jungian psychology? That's probably a reference to Jungian psychology, actually. Yeah, 100. I mean, we're dealing with sentiences and whatever. But, yeah. I'll give you an example of a metaphor. Let's just actually... Let's have some progress first. Oh my god, she's looking outside the window. So what the fuck was that effect? Did you slip some LSD in my elevator? Right. Why is everything orange? Speaking first is a sign of weakness, is it? Oh, damn. So every time we stream and I speak first, you like you've built up your strength and now you're like supremely strong. And I'm tiny. I'm nothing. Because I've been just signaling my weakness every stream. Fucked up. And here I thought I could avoid wading into the swamp of corporate pretend power dynamics. No, it's real. It's the law of the jungle. The elites love talking about the law of the jungle, and that's because all of them are animals. You know what? Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I can speak first, but also I kind of want to let
You
her.
called me here.
Yeah, exactly. You owe it to me to explain what the fuck. I'm not gonna be like, so, quirky. Okay, that's funny. The only thing you didn't like is the hometown part? I mean, to be fair, it's the hometown. And what else is there in the hometown? It's the hometown. It's blue. There's like characters, but silence is only awkward if you care. I can ignore social cues all day long. Yep. I always like this time of day. That's how you did it? Alright. Not too muggy for you? Nah, I never liked a clear blue sky. It always seemed cold to me. And also reminded me of my hair and how I'm cold. Brr. You're in luck. The sky gets more colorful every year.
Because of all the pollution.
Yeah, as the air quality drops. Childish, isn't it? Childish, isn't it?
Oh, this air pollution that I have nothing to do with.
This air pollution stuff is so childish. May I make my robots using only child labor, okay? That does not hurt the globe. You know what? That's her voice now. Fuck it. Marveling at a small sheet of rainbow dancing on the surface of a massive oil spill. Apologies for waxing poetic. It's been a very unusual 24 hours around here. Dr. Young, just Mrs. is fine. Miss Young... Wait. Okay. Miss Young, I get the feeling you didn't bring me up here to talk about the weather. No. I brought you up here to express my condolences. I'm very sorry for your loss. That is complete bullshit. What? Let's just try and lower my guard. I know your tricks. Why is it so loud in my ears? Why is everything so loud in my ears? What?
What do you mean want to bet her first name is Carla? Her name is Helen.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, you don't know. You don't know. Maybe her name changes to Carla. I mean, hey, let's look at the profiles. Oh, if you... Oh, wait, hold up. Yeah, look. No, look, it's Carla. Let me click on that. Carla Young.
Real.
Oh, I get it, cause Carl Young. Carla.
Uh-huh.
Carla.
Likes red meat.
Wait, what? Oh, right, I forgot to fucking read it.
Likes red meat, flower gardens, high thread counts. Okay.
Oh my god, Flower Gardens, a Deltarune reference? To Escort? I didn't like the way you went quiet at that.
What?
Anytime you go quiet when I make reference to Deltarune, I'm gonna assume it's a big, like, there's like giant forewarning for Deltarune stuff. I'm gonna assume that.
You have to remember that I am sick.
Oh yeah, you are sick as hell, bruh. You're sick as hell. So cool. But also, yeah. I thought. Wait, actually, I thought you said you weren't gonna do voice is
I said probably not as much, so I'm just gonna do it until my voice is like, nope, that's enough.
we go an hour in and Sarah sounds like, okay, so it's Sarah. Okay. Dislikes working from home. Oh, yeah, okay. Shopping online, waiting.
Me too, girl.
Waiting or shopping online?
All three of these.
Really? Languages. Fluent in 3. What are they? Enjoys attending baseball games. Hidden talent, getting children to stop crying. Okay, I mean, this sounds pretty nice. I will say, although I do like fun, whimsical Deltarune, I do like that. The thing that really just fucking just gets deep into my brain is the weird, not necessarily weird route, but like for example, the things that's gonna break that illusion a bit. I don't know how to put it. So like chapter 4 is by far my favorite because
I have something to say about this that aligns with what you're saying right now, which is why I didn't like chapter 5 as much, but I feel like if I explain it too much, that's too many spoilers.
it's that it doesn't have too many dark shit.
No, it has
It's like chapter 3. Where the dark
I
stuff
guess.
is, yeah. Where like the dark stuff is subtle or short or whatever. Weird Route is a masterclass. Yeah, I mean, I saw chapter 4. It was already, it already reached pure psychological horror there. I'm wondering how the fuck chapter 5 escalates it. I kind of don't want to imagine where it takes it. But yeah. I know you and David worked together for many years. Yes, we did, but as much as I'd like to just drop everything and process, the company wheels don't stop spinning for any or anyone. Was Dawes on any help? She sent him? Trying to be helpful or just trying to control the narrative? He was great? But that must mean you know why I'm here. I don't want to make assumptions. No need, I'll be explicit. I'm here as an officer of the court, which means I'm bound by law to document every rock I turn over. And every person I speak to. Yes, the lawyers made that all very clear. Lawyers?
Lawyers?
Oh, right. My brain just forgets, and it's like, oh, okay. You have an android? It's not one of ours. You can tell that quickly? Got all the faces memorized? It's easy enough to remember the major archetypes we use, yes? If you're nuts about your work, maybe. It's a recent acquisition. Very recent, in fact. One of David's last requests, apparently. Yeah, let's just... Who gives a fuck? I mean, they did work together. But, like... David didn't exactly leave us a letter saying, oh, P.S., you can just share this with... Like, I don't know, if you're locking an android in such a way so that only we can find it, presumably, you'd want that android to be kept secret. I don't know.
Yeah, but she can't just like live in David's basement, and now she's out and about with the android, so she needs what? What else is plausible except this is David's.
That's fair. Also, earlier on, I did forget that she does explain why she registered, and that's because if she didn't register, everything would go to shit. So, you know, I'm actually gonna eat my words now. Delicious. David asked you to take it? She's so troubled. What the fuck, David? Yeah, I've been told that you've been to David's estate already. Nah, the police gave me full access to the scene, at least. Then you know he wasn't alone last night. Yeah, there was a single witness who met with him and called emergency services when he fainted. I was that witness. Yeah, I presumed when you mentioned that. When you mentioned that, it kind of made me. Really? Obviously, there aren't that many people David would bother meeting with in person, let alone welcoming them into his home and offering them a drink. I also knew that Young was his superior, on paper, though not in fame. And I knew that the witness had Executive Plan 3 insurance, so they had to be higher up than David. Timer's broken again. Yeah, everything's fucking broken. Actually, real quick, let me test something. I think this one's also broken. Yeah, alright. Well, no issue. I'll fix that. This is what happens when you... Oh, no, I just had to refresh.
Something happened.
Oh, okay,
But that's not correct, though, is it?
26 minutes? Yeah, that's correct.
No, the other thing. Oh, no, never mind. I misread the chat.
Alright, okay. Yeah, faptosis. Do you know what faptosis is?
I don't.
It's when I go to... Also, since someone raided me, I started thinking about the rating, so now I'm like, yeah, fuck it, after the end, I'll just check it. But... what it does mean... Oh, there's the wheel. That it is right there. I don't know why it's lagging so much when I drag the fucking wheel. Dominica never. Go here to FEP. And then I duplicate. And that's it. Anyways, back.
Okay.
It's very, very climactic. Limbus followed in Pronoun Palace footsteps.
What do those words even mean?
In what way? Well, because I did play Pronoun Palace, and there was something that troubled me about the game. New Raj ID says the R word. Ah, okay. Yeah. Well, oh yeah, I forgot. Pronoun Palace also says that. My when the thing I always focus on with Pronoun Palace is that they referred to one of the enemies as a schizoid freak.
Uh-huh.
It's not nice. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but I'd rather you just put faggot in the game, you know? Just call them a freaky faggot. I mean, we're all gay here, but like, you know. Well then, do your lawyers know we're having this conversation? Of course. They're pulling their hair about it as we speak. I can't imagine why. The police cleared you. And you are well within your rights to ask for some privacy given the high-profile nature of all that's happened. So why call me up here? Why cut through all the red tape your lawyers painstakingly hid you behind? Eventually you, or some clever lawyer like you, would get the record opened. Through legal means or otherwise. The company's enemies are legion, and they have a prying knife for every occasion. Still, that would have taken time. Time you could use to get ahead of what could be the biggest PR hurdle Noble's ever seen. Touché. Oh. And Morgan's like, this is so boring. This is so...
Get to the point, lady.
Yeah, come on, lady. What the huh? So, perhaps the truth of the matter is that I simply didn't want to How the fuck have you reached a point where the fucking elite higher up is more of a human being than than Morgan is? Like, how? I mean, like, clearly she's not pretending, or she has some weirdo bonkers plan, because otherwise she has no reason to talk to us. But like, also she didn't know about Sarah, so that actually wasn't part of the reason. I'm losing my fucking mind. Okay. David was my colleague for several years. If I were in your shoes, I would have questions as well. You're doing this for my sake? No, my reasons are purely selfish. I'm only hoping that talking to someone whose job isn't to defend me from all consequences might prove therapeutic. Oh yeah, that's good. Like, I had to process my grief by talking to a bunch of lawyers that are yes men. I'd rather talk to someone who was also close to him and also has no obligation to just fucking comfort my feelings. Just be out with it. If she wants to play confessional, it's fine by me. But is that really all that's going on here? Why don't you start from the beginning then? You went to his home last night? Yes, at around 7:30 p.m. The building's penumbra captured all of that quite clearly. He fell ill around 8 p.m., so you spent half an hour together. Why the late call in person? We had an intense discussion yesterday afternoon. David never came in on Saturdays, and I didn't want to spend the weekend glaring at him through screens, so I visited, and he let me in, and we talked. About? The good old days, if you can believe that. Back when we were both new to the company, eager to make a name for ourselves. How long ago was that? 7 or 8 years ago? Monsieur? Putting a number on it, it doesn't sound that long ago, but it feels... We spent a while like that, just talking. Okay, yeah, she's processing grief as we speak. He was lively and sharp, and I never would have thought that a few minutes later... that... Oh my god.
That he would be dead.
That he would commit suicide in front of me. Okay, wait. What? A firm reply. What? Well, what happened? A 8:15, he said he wanted toast. He got up, walked back into his workshop, and then he must have went down to his basement to get us a bottle. Okay. So, my thoughts are, she's telling us 95% of the truth, so she defines the narrative and kinda gets rid of our incentive to unlock the records. But also she's clearly processing grief. It's hitting me. Like, what if she just doesn't remember perfectly? I mean, think about it. Your friend just swallowed the thing and then started dying right in front of you. Your memories are gonna go a bit haywire at that point. So, maybe it's not that she would be lying, but that she's misremembering. Or he did commit suicide, and I have no fucking clue how that makes any sense. Like, imagine if I just visited you, and then I just swallowed a drink and then died in front of you. Why would I do what?
Why would you do that to me, Emmis?
As a joke? As a prank? Come on, this is a bit funny. It's kind of funny, come on. I appear as a ghost. Like, come on, this was kind of funny.
Now you're haunting my house too?
Yeah, I kind of need somewhere to live. They barred me out of heaven because of the whole, you know.
I don't have air conditioning. You can't survive here.
Wait, what? Oh, wait. I'm a ghost. I don't feel shit. It's kind of sad.
How do you know? What ghost have you talked to, huh?
You know what? Good point. I haven't talked. I was going to say that I could just touch stuff, but it's funnier to just be like, well, I mean, you fucking got me there. I checked some messages in the meantime, enjoyed the view. In other words, she stayed on camera. He came back with a bottle of whiskey and 2 plastic cups. We drank and talked. He got quieter, spoke less. I thought he was just getting drunk. I didn't get worried until he started to fall asleep. Hey, Sarah, would you like to take a break? Sarah, you good? You tried to wake him? He wasn't responding. I tried to shake him awake, but he didn't seem... I left him and ran to the kitchen to use the security system. Didn't think to use your phone? No. I suppose I didn't. But it worked out. The Penumbra's emergency protocol summoned a VTOL straight to his helipad with 1 button press. When I returned to the parlor, he was limp. I moved him to the floor as delicately as I could. He had a heartbeat, but I just did what I could until they arrived. Okay, revised plan, revised autopsy report. The reason why... I forgot his name.
David?
David. Yes. The reason why David did this shit is so that there's a higher up who's like a witness and also has proof that would corroborate the suicide theory. That's... Maybe I'm conspiracy theorying my way through this, but I cannot believe that he just killed himself just... What fucking reason does he have? What? You went with them to the hospital, I take it? Yes, they insisted. I checked my vitals and ran a tox screen, which came back clean. So did David's, for all the good it did him. I wasn't paying close attention to what they were saying at that point. But I'm sure they ran through every step of the CCE SOP. That's what they're paid to do. You seem certain that it was suicide. Yes. But why? As I said, he got quieter as the time passed, and he spoke less. But the last thing he said to me, the last clear thing he said, was that he was happy ending it here, said he was content. And he downed his glass after that. He drank every last drop. Does that sound like David Asher to you? Curious, restless, perfectionist David? I don't... No, I guess it doesn't. Okay, yeah, I mean, I would be certain that it's suicide too if the guy in front of me was like, you know, I'm ending it here. This was a good run. Yeah, it's probably clear what happened. But at the same time, maybe he synthesized like neofentanyl, which actually kills you, but only for a moment. Did you just redeem Fizz-Adjust again? You want me? What are you? My spine. CCE, the cups, the hip, CCE. What is that? You said CCE standard operating procedure a moment ago. What is that? CCE stands for Counter Corporate Espionage, which is just industry doublespeak for corporate espionage. Only used in self-defense, you understand? Snowball anticipates employees at your level getting poisoned? Nah. The elite? Nah. They give us all kinds of CCE training. Subtly, of course, usually disguised on the itinerary as leadership workshops or psychiatric evaluations. They train you to expect to get murdered at these leadership workshops? Murder is fairly rare at our level. More likely they'll want us too sick to work. Let us drain company resources in a hospital bed while our position sits vacant. That's smart. Like snipers purposefully avoiding vital areas to strain the enemy's medical resources. Or that one thing that, I forgot who used to do this, but it's historical, where you'd blind everyone except for one person who you'd tell to bring the people back. So that instead of just killing them outright, they become a sort of burden on the people that sent them. It's kind of like weakening them via something. Except in that case, it's empathy. And in this case, it's... Well... I don't want my executives to die. They know too much.
That's terrible. Like snipers purposefully avoiding vital areas in order to get medical resources.
Amazing. Beautiful. That's nothing compared to when they want to turn an asset. Feel ill for the rest of your life with an undiagnosable malady? Or become a mole and we'll send you to the antidote every 2 weeks. Oh! Fuck! That's a nasty piece of work. Jesus. Okay. It's a nasty line of work, consulting. I'm sorry? It's just what they call it. Can't exactly put corporate spy on your CV. So every consultant I've met at a cocktail party was actually... It depends. Did they say that they're consultants? Or did they say they were in consulting? How the hell am I supposed to remember? So, do your people think that what happened to David was a deliberate attack? Noble's competitors have been trying to get to David for years, and that's the timescale their plans operate on. If this was an attack from a rival corporation, the company would have seen it coming, and they'd probably have stuck first. The cups. The cups. I've been curious about this ever since I saw the scene. Why the plastic cups? There's a story there. David and I got hired around the same time under similar circumstances. Headhunted while finishing our higher education. During recruiting, the company claimed to want us badly, but in practice, our actual authority was inexperienced and overpaid. It must have been extremely unpopular. You don't mince words. We didn't either back then. We were loudly trying to convince our superiors that their entire sales model for androids was antiquated and self-defeating. The two of them made the one-point doctrine. That's not the story I've heard in Noble commercials and Noble-sponsored media. Yeah. Better to centralize your weak point than having 60 billion weak points. Or, in this case, 2. Even though the other weak point is higher up. Which does mean they're more vulnerable to corporate espionage, actually. Okay. I can see why. Come think of it, it's not a story I ever heard from David himself. Wait. We had this deadline, self-imposed, but still a deadline. We wanted to get our pitch to the president of international sales by end of day. 7 p.m. rolls around and people start filtering out. David still has his head buried in diagrams and sales figures. Imagine a technical man like him, a programmer, trying to make a sales pitch. The clock hit 9, and even the zombies start heading home. I turn to David, tell him that it's not gonna happen. We're nowhere near finished, and the day's long since been over. He looked at me like I'm the only other person on a sinking boat, and I've stopped pitching water, and he says, "The president lives on the other side of the globe. We've still got all night until his end of day." Wow. Jesus. We wrapped up at 4 in the morning, just us and the cleaning staff. Back then, only half of them were ads. He finally sends the message, and I'm ready to collapse. I've got nothing. We stared blankly at his inbox for the next 40 minutes, hoping that the harsh light would give us the energy to work through the next day. And we got a response. It wasn't long, but it showed he was interested. I was I had been turned down so many times before then, ignored and placated, passed up and ghosted, and... But together, David and I, we'd finally gotten a win. So David asked me if I've got anything to drink. I've got a bottle of some swill in a cabinet at my desk, but he doesn't want to drink from the bottle, says he wants to toast. Aw, look at them. So we sat there at 5:19 in the morning, toasting awful vodka to one another in cups we grabbed from the break room. Toasting our first victory against the corporate beast. Between the lack of sleep and the drinking, the next day at work was hell. Sounds like a good memory. Plastic cups and liquor. That was our little ritual. So I didn't think twice when he presented me with my cup. What are we doing here? Jung's cup. Oh, we're updating it that it's... Oh my god, wait, hold up. Look at Sarah's eyes. Ominous. Ominous. She's gonna go full Terminator. It was ceremony for us. Mr. Noble. As VP of Android Futures, you're David's superior, aren't you? That's correct. Didn't you join the company at around the same time? David was always more interested in his work than he was in climbing the ladder. He didn't like playing the corporate politics game. So was he unpopular around here? Not unpopular, no. Not the great Dr. David Asher. Misunderstood, perhaps. How so? He could be blunt, demanding, some might say. He wasn't trying to be, it's just... Not everyone could work at the same pace as he did, for as long as he did. Even with the whole company huffing those inhalers, they couldn't keep pace with David?
The power of hyperfocus.
Yeah! My boy combined the power of autism and ADHD to become unstoppable. Speaking of which, I don't see any at Jung's desk. Maybe it's not something you leave out in the open at her level. I mean, yeah. So you would say that his work-life balance was... balance implies the two are at odds with one another. We use work-life harmony here in the company. Oh yeah, the work is your life. Fascinating. So was he in harmony? No, David always had plenty of suitors, but he was never willing to put the time in. But I'm sure you're more knowledgeable than I am on that subject. Right.
What do you mean?
I had to help him draft a lot of apology notes over the years for misunderstandings and double bookings.
Scandalous.
Animate 16? Oh, we're powering through these. The A16 only entered production this year, correct? Correct. Pre-orders started last holiday and we began shipping in the first quarter. I understand you were instrumental in the success of Warm Androids. I played my part, supervising the launch, yes. Weren't you the one who decided Synatonin? The factor that enabled communication between synthetic and organic parts? She gets surprised. I'm surprised you've heard of that. I did lead that project, yes, but that was years ago. At the time, Synatonin was a little more than a novelty, a dead end. It wasn't until David took the reins on the A16 that we found a use of it. Fuck. Took the reins? He was the lead programmer on limb coordination, facial expression, and exhaustion parameters. And he designed the synthetic nerves that made all of that possible. David did all of that? That's a lot more than just programming. Was he always so gifted at that many fields? Did he fill those roles on the A14 or A15? Is the game trying to throw as many questions at me as possible just to fucking trip me up? Like... I don't know. Did he fill those roles on the A14 or A15? No. He used to stick steadfast to his role as a software architect. It was his field of expertise, and he didn't wander far. But 2 or 3 years back, he started sitting in on other departments, taking notes. Soon, he was joining the discussion, proposing new ideas, and eventually, they came to follow his lead. Just like that. Just like that. So he just applied himself, and soon he was leading other departments? That's the kind of genius Dr. David Escher was. Maybe they weren't paying him enough. The company profited the most, of course, but the entire industry benefited from his vision and leadership. His loss will be felt for years. Oh my god, it's you! Oh my god,
That's
it's...
me.
Whoa! So this android, Sarah... Even Dawes couldn't find any real details on where it came from. It's not in any of our systems? I'm afraid not. Did David ever talk to you or anyone else at the company about a pet project? I'm not a pet. No. He never gave me any indication like that. And if he didn't talk to me about it, I seriously doubt he confided in anyone else at the company. David didn't trust anyone higher on the chain than himself and anyone below him. Frankly, they couldn't possibly hope to give him the advice.
He never mentioned me?
Aww. No, never. Androids don't come cheap. You never heard about him requisitioning parts or resources? There were never any discrepancies with his company credit card? The company's accountants are mirthless, even by the industry standards. They wouldn't humor anybody. Not even David Asher. If they had ever detected financial discrepancies, there would have been an uproar loud enough you could hear it in the mailroom.
You have a mailroom?
Not since the 30s, just figure of speech. Aw, so sad. He couldn't have taken resources from the company without leaving a record, but no one would deny Dr. David Asher information. He would have been able to obtain all the necessary data to build his own android. Then, with enough time and money, he could privately purchase the raw materials himself. I don't understand. It must have taken him years to build Sarah. He wasn't doing anything illegal. Except the hacking stuff. I love how that one dropped on Sarah's head. So why keep it secret? I don't know. But he was private and a perfectionist. Perhaps he simply wasn't proud of his results.
Aww.
Whoosh. Aw, poor Sarah. Could be. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to me. I'm sure this has been a difficult day for you. A difficult day for all of us. A message from Fran? I'm running out of leads to chase. The bread better have good news. No, wait. Are you really going to take this to court? That's my plan. The circumstances may be irregular, but I'm still defending a client from a criminal charge. It's my responsibility to argue that he's not guilty of what he's been accused of. And is that what you believe? That he didn't commit suicide? I guess I haven't decided what I believe. No. No. We're not gonna get an answer on that. Not yet. In transit. Would you kindly... Oh my god, would you kindly... Is that a fucking Bioshock reference? Oh my god. Would you kindly slow the hell down?
I'm sorry, Adney. Was I walking too quickly for you?
Oh, passive aggressive mode. Yeah,
What's up, old bags?
yeah.
Can't hang?
That wasn't walking, that was speed walking. Up 2 flights of stairs. It's very different.
Speed walking? Sounds like a powerful technique. Is it like the Shenjiao?
Well, hold up. Hold on. What? I got something. I got a completely different thing. What? Okay, what? So, let me just check the page. Footwork in Bajiquan has 3 special features. And that's one of them. Oh, there's striking poses, kinda. I don't have the time to research right now. Just let me catch my breath for a minute.
Honey, is it possible that you are out of shape?
No.
You've been in my life less for 24 hours. Don't test your luck.
I'll fucking unregister you. God damn it.
I'll sell you for parts.
But since we left the cab, your heart rate has...
I'm not wearing the right clothes. Or the right shoes.
Is that so?
Yes. Also, I didn't stretch or hydrate, and the sun's reaching its zenith.
That would have been several hours ago. Do you mean the air temp?
You said it would be a short walk from street level, so I prepared myself mentally for. She's coping so hard! She's coping. Oh my god! Then you took off like a rocket, and you didn't mention we'd have to go upstairs. Are you sure this place is even back here?
The reviews online were quite clear. It's worth the trouble finding it.
Maybe if you're a mountain climber. When I sent Fran hunting for a musician in David's circles, I expected them to bring me someone from the city orchestra or a jazz club. The champagne, flute, and teacup kind of musician. But this is the tequila and neon part of town.
It should be in view if we turn... Adam, be careful.
Of what?
It's a stray. And it's bearing its fangs, too. It could be carrying diseases. You should...
Morgan just kicks the fucking dog. Relax.
Annie, it's growling.
It's not growling at me. See?
So, it's just me that it doesn't like...
Oh, great. Too much static.
How'd you get it to calm down?
I killed it. It's an animal, not a monster. It wants to be calm.
Do you like animals?
Why is Morgan so... Oh, because she's... Okay, no. What kind of cold-blooded freak doesn't like animals? I don't know, Morgan.
Okay, Morgan, very funny.
Yeah.
Do you have a pet?
Looks at Sarah.
I have you.
No, never have.
Why not?
Because I don't want to take care of a pet.
That seems counterintuitive to me.
Well, it makes perfect sense to me, and I don't need it to make sense to you. Oh my god, Morgan.
But
You notice you're only this talkative when it's just the two of us? Just an observation. Oh, smug fucking...
I don't need to see her face sprite to know what face she's making.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You shy or something? Did David program you to have Android anxiety?
it's generally only appropriate to respond to comments that are addressed to oneself. Today, I have rarely been addressed directly by people other than you.
In other words, you're shy.
That's not what I... Can I try petting it?
There's no law against it. I'd just be worried about the strength, but yeah. Ultraviolets.
This is the establishment.
Now to see if Isaac Porter is as habitual as Fran claims.
Do you think Father was close with this man? This man who you've never met?
I think he was close with him, yeah. At some point. I had some help making that deduction. Fran saw that their metadata showed a significant cooling of interaction between the two of them, particularly over the past month. But Fran also saw a phone call between the two. Last night?
So they were close. Do you think they were sleeping together? Wow, straight to the point, Sarah.
Yeah, like, what? also, he's your dad. Why- That is completely inappropriate for me or anyone to speculate about.
Inappropriate? Anime, it's only...
I'm getting a very important text message from my private investigator. Excuse me? Eddie, it's just sex! Did you catch the killer yet? No.
What the hell? I sent you his POS.
I'm at his position. I haven't spoken to Porter yet. Anyways, there's no reason to suspect him right now.
Lame.
Surprised you're invested all of a sudden. Isn't David Asher a corporate sellout in your eyes?
Everyone's a corporate sellout. But Asher gets respect. If I'm a demolitions expert, he's like a really good architect.
Oh. Okay. That's almost sweet.
It's really difficult to blow up his stuff.
Yeah, he's really good at it. Inspires me to harden my explosives. I think.
Asher started out working in Cube.
The cube.
So, in the architect analogy, by today's standards, he's like, I don't know. As a kid, he built all his bricks by hand. Or something.
You know that lit homework can help you with forming analogies.
Eat this analogy.
Okay, oh.
Did that come through or did the characters break? It's supposed to be a guy giving you the finger.
I take it Cube is a programming language. What's special about it?
Pretty much anything coded in the last 20 years is web-based.
Hmm.
You code with the assumption that you'll always be connected. So you can depend on having fat libraries of references to lean on. And if something does go wrong, your errors get reported to you automatically.
But not Cube?
You can look it up. But basically, Cube was originally for robotics and like machinery. Stuff that had to operate in mines
Okay.
under the ocean. Middle of nowhere fields with zero signal service. So Cube had to be self-sufficient.
Oh yeah? Like almost every other language we have? Jesus Christ, what kind of fucking universe is this? How rugged? Or how rugged?
Where did Asher learn Cube anyway? It's older than dirt. From like the 40s.
2040s, by the way. I don't know. Never asked about Cube. Never heard of Cube. I think his father had a machine shop or something.
Vague.
Yeah, well, David didn't like to talk about his family, and I never asked.
What did your private investigator have to say, Adamy?
Shing. Not telling. Aw, come on. The stage for the talent. Pretty close to the floor. Guess it fits with the whole round table aspect of this place. Everyone's on more or less equal footing, dancing in the dark once you get past the bouncer.
Do you think they might have met here?
David and Porter? I can't see David walking in here.
Because you found the walk so challenging? Wow, Burn.
Damn, okay. Because it's too loud to relax, and not dark enough to be anonymous.
I see.
What's that face? You got an opinion to share?
The atmosphere is not bad in here, but the music isn't quite...
I'll find you a survey to fill out before we leave. What kind of music does an android even like?
Early 21st century punk rock.
Oh! Wow, that's a long time ago. What?
I chimed in.
My god, Limp Bizkit. Is that just you, or does that go for all androids?
I haven't met all androids. I can't speak for them.
Wonder what they'd say.
If they're smart, they'd say that music peaked with early 21st century punk rock.
Sarah? Debate settled. Appraise. A bar stocked full of colorful selections and busy bartenders. Hope this isn't the kind of club you can order food in. Only time bar food is any good is when you're drunk enough to forget the taste in the gap between chewing and swallowing. So you can, like, eat things?
Yes, I can.
What, like, android food?
There's no such product.
So what do androids eat?
Online user guides for Noble's War models clarify that they don't eat anything in the traditional sense. They get their energy from electrical charging, usually wireless. Whenever they need to eat, it's to replenish specific vitamins and electrolytes.
Oh. Sounds a lot like what mod users go through with their sports drinks and energy bars. Sports drink, you say? And charger separation anxiety?
According to the net, warm androids can ingest nutrient-rich processed carbohydrate pellets if they need to forego electrical charging long-term.
Huh. Processed pellets? You mean like kibble? Like dog food?
No, it is not like dog food at all.
Can you buy it from the pet store?
It seems that you can.
How is this something you have to look up anyway?
Because I've always just eaten whatever father gave me.
Like what?
Marble beef, never hydroponic avocados, foie gras.
Wow, okay, well, I don't have the money to give you that shit. What the fuck? What the fuck is a never hydroponic?
Never hydroponic is a movement calling for sourcing food exclusively from farms utilizing natural sunlight. Lobbyists for the movement have made unsubstantiated claims about superior taste or nutritional value, but the label has yet to receive official state recognition, and thus the presence of the term, or terms like it, on food packaging carries no weight and is not backed by any legal guarantee.
Oh.
One of a number of food sourcing movements that arose in the latter half of the 21st century as rising sea levels reduced the total amount of arable land around the world and shifted the global agricultural industry towards hydroponics and vertical farms, rural skyscrapers where each floor is utilized for food production. saving on real estate costs, and reducing the impact of unstable weather on agricultural output. Haha, I'm totally not scared about our harvests in the upcoming years as climate change gets us towards this.
Well, I did look into it, and I did look into it. It doesn't seem like a famine is coming, so there's that. At least there's that. Prices will go up, but it won't be a famine. It might be a famine combined with the global economic catastrophe that's incoming, that's inbound.
Only the poor people will die, it's fine.
No, I think this one everyone's gonna. Like, I looked into it, and you've heard about the 2008 financial crisis, right? Basically, grab the 2008 financial crisis, sprinkle on top of it the dot-com bubble, and then add 4 other things, and that's what's coming.